Welcome to the podcast here in Players. We're going to be talking about a little bit of topics here on the solo episode podcast. We'll be having a lot more guests on the show, lots more planned coming on the show, physical and online, trying to get some more in-person podcasts coming up. So, first, I just want to thank all the subscribers and viewers because our channel has finally hit 100K plus views. It's a very big moment for me. I've been working on this channel almost like every other week, you know what I mean, for like ever since I started it. I've taken a couple breaks here or there, but it's been this channel has meant a lot to me in this podcast, and it's great to see that just having some people appreciate it and shit like that, you know what I mean? Giving a hell of views when we finally hit like, over on a K views and more to come. Soon we'll hit a mill, you know what I mean? And then we'll get some more subscribers too. And right now we're at 1,700 subscribers. And yeah. Let's move on to the first topic though. But again, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe before we get into this if you haven't already. This is essentially just solo episode. We're gonna be shooting the shits, talking about a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? And first, we're gonna be talking about Young Thug's fucking goat sacrifice video. This shit is wild. So there's my boy. Here's Young Thugger, all right, Mr. YSL leader, King Slime, as the guy in court said. That video is crazy as fuck, yeah. So there is an arrest that occurred during a religious ceremony involving the alleged sacrifice of goats. What? March 17, 2022. What? Okay, so an arrest occurred while they were doing, I mean, way to be calling the act, okay? Like out of all the places to be like arrested, that's the worst fucking situation to be in. Holy fuck. But the official headline here is Young Thug's attorney filed for motion to toss that video featuring alleged ghost sacrifice. So this is wild. So there was a ghost sacrifice video, and they don't want it to be shown in court because, I mean, that's wild as fuck. That's some devil worship shit. I mean, it's really as simple as that. You know what I mean? We know that people in the industry are on some crazy shit. But I think they got gang members doing this shit too. Because, I mean, like, well, even though YSL is a label, it is a gang too. So this, like, music industry devil worship shit apparently is stretching to the streets. And that's just, like, crazy to see that. Like, it's I bet there's a bigger picture here that is not going to be seen. And I honestly don't think that the public's going to see this video because of like the controversy about it, but I could be wrong. This could be a good moment for us conspiracy theorists who basically, throw the symbolism in a lot of songs, Freemasons, symbolism and fucking occult shit, Baphomets. You know what I mean? It's definitely always a hot topic when it comes to the music industry and shit like this, and it's kind of makes it's gonna make a lot of people lose empathy, including whoever the jury is in this, lose empathy for Young Thug because I mean, if he was out here being a devil worshiper and sacrificing goats, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Because there's two types of people that are Satanists, right? There's Satanists that are more of a philosophical, you know what I'm saying, just people that have an alternate point of view, you know what I mean, on religion, and they peacefully are Satanists, right? They're edgy people, you know what I mean? They have different points of views and stuff like that, and they're into occult shit, right? Not all Satanists and occult people kill people or beings, right? But then there is the hardcore, like, fucking fuck these motherfuckers. I'm gonna sacrifice a goat to fucking Moloch, you know what I'm saying? So for him to be on that side of that spectrum is disappointing, and it's kind of wild. It's not something people would expect, but at the same time, lots of songs have a lot of violent, points of views and shit on just certain situations, shit like that, and it's he's into some crazy shit essentially, and this is definitely not going to move his trial very well. I honestly think that he could end up like C Murder at the end of the day. People could claim free him, but I mean at the end of the day, he's probably gonna be fucked or some shit, or it might end up like Casanova, and he might go for like 15 to 20 years, and Casanova is officially gone. You know what I mean? So I think it's only a matter of time before Thugger's gone. I love to say free YSL, but at the end of the day, people are out of a situation or out of the streets that should not be in the streets terrorizing people. You know what I mean? And it's funny to say free YSL, but imagine if you lived in that neighborhood. You know what I mean? Imagine, you probably glad they're gone. You know what I mean? Apparently, crime rate has dropped over there, but yeah, and apparently he's not you know, having food and has little nutrition. I mean, that's just like the American prison system. I feel like even though like no matter what you do, you still deserve to, have a fair environment where you're being punished in. You know what I mean? It should be more based on rehabilitation. You know what I mean? I mean, look at like Freeway Rick Ross. You know what I mean? There is a possibility of people like changing up and like being better, even if they were like leading a massive criminal organization. I mean, look at Michael Franchese. You know what I mean? Much as I love to make fun of him, he's an example of someone that he's moved away from he was a part of one of the biggest crime families ever, you know, and he didn't even have to, cooperate or snitch or anything like that, but he did just kind of give up that lifestyle and shit like that. So, I mean, maybe Young Thug, becomes Christian. I doubt it from what I'm seeing now, but, I want him to prove me and a lot of others wrong because a lot of it's just like, it's something you can't escape, it's just like where you come from type shit. But, I hope that if he does get punished and sent to jail, he does learn from his lessons and shit like that. But at the end of the day, this shit is fucking it's not looking good. He's fucking sacrificing goats. People in his team are sacrificing goats. And that's just wild. Now, and it's in the arrest video. So imagine like what the police are like, oh shit. They're just gonna, they're probably just, they're probably just in there, smoking joint, you know what I mean? They're probably just like, they're gangsters, they're probably just hanging out, having a little bonfire. I mean, what's that little fire in the corner? Huh? Corner of my eye, huh? What's a little fire? I mean, oh, oh, oh shit, that's a goat. Oh shit, hands up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was probably scary as fuck. Like, they thought we were just gonna catch him, like, you know what I'm saying? Hanging out, but then they're fucking sacrificing a goat. What a fucking shitty day at work, you know what I mean? Like you gotta walk in on that shit. And it's a wild situation right there, and it always puzzled me and shit like that. So yeah, let me know what you thought of that fucking scenario. That's just fucking crazy, yo, for real. Now, Dead Hippie dropped a new fucking song, Submarine. And I'm about to comment this fucking bar that I liked in the joint. He's like drowned in darkness, like a stash at the bottom of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? So he's bringing this crazy energy. He's talking about how he wants to fight every fucking motherfucker ever that exists in this fucking song. And it's like such a good song. His like you almost sound like he's gonna break the microphone when he's delivering his lines. So. And the samples like almost sounds like the Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides soundtrack, like some crazy fucking just eerie ass shit. Like I don't even know what he sampled. It's just some crazy eerie shit. It's so fucking good, yo. Closed Castle Records all the fucking come up, yo, like for real. And honestly, this makes me want to fucking do some more reviews of his music because he's definitely only getting better. I mean, he even got Bones to give co-sign on his fucking song in Instagram. You know what I'm saying? If you go on Instagram, you can fucking see that shit. You fucking see the comment where he's fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? Bones, like the Bones, okay? You know what I'm saying? He's fucking with it. Now, I would definitely like to say that his production is getting better and better and better as time goes on, and it's glad to see that he's like just kind of doing everything on his own at this point. You know what I mean? I love to see him work with other people, but I mean, it's just kind of those things where he's just unsolvable at this point. So Dead Hippie, definitely on the fucking come up, and it's just like these bars, these fucking animosity energies bringing. You know what I'm saying? He's spooky. I mean, look at those fucking pants, bro. Those spooky ass pants with the skeleton on them, like burr, dog. Look at this shit, yo. Look at those pants, yo. Like burr, yo. I'm scared, and I think he's gonna take over the underground for real. Him and a lot of others, but I mean, he's definitely coming up. So shout out to Dead Happy, another great song you introduced to Underground for real. Let me comment this right fucking now, motherfucker. Okay, so I mean I know a lot of people, I mean you look at that title of that song, it's called Submarine, you know what I mean? People, A couple weeks ago, that was a hot topic, right? Submarine. Holy shit. But apparently, apparently, UFOs are real. I didn't know that. I would have never thought that. I would have never thought. I would have never thought that. It's not like, uh, what are UFOs? There's people that aren't on this planet. Oh my god! And like, fuck out of here, you dumbass motherfuckers! Like people. This is a fucking amazing topic to talk about right now, because like, you know, I fucking work the other day. You know what I'm saying? And fucking people don't give a fuck. Like, people just talk about it like, yeah, UFOs are real. I can't pay my rent. You know what I mean? It's like nobody gives a fuck. You know what I mean? Because first off, everybody already knows it's true. Everybody's already seen the videos on YouTube. Everybody already knows that the government. Everybody knows the government killed JFK. Everybody knows Area 51's real. Everybody knows they recovered the fucking UFO at fucking Rockwell, New Mexico, whatever it is. Everybody already knows that shit. Everybody knows the government is untrustworthy. And a whistleblower, David Grush, under oath, acknowledged that UFOs are real. This article kind of explains what is happening. So, Grush says that there are secret government programs funded by private companies, that there's a UFO task force that he was on, and he became aware of secret programs inside the U.S. government that were in charge of unsanctioned technological research related to UFOs. And basically, in the fucking video, you start talking to me like, people like, yo, let me hear about it. Like, let's hear about it. What do you mean? Oh, you gotta tell me later. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's so much shit that like he's gotta hide. You know what I mean? That he can tell the judge, like in person, or not the judge. I mean, one of the persons like heading, on the John, the big table. I forget what it is. So he's like, he's being really quiet. You know what I mean? And he got this MILF over here fucking talking about it.
Intelligent extraterrestrials.
Mamacita.
Something I can't discuss in public
Something
setting.
I can't discuss.
Okay, I can't ask when you think this occurred. If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Biologics. That could mean cum. It's a little
Were
alien
they,
nut.
I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
And was this documentary evidence, this video, photos, eyewitness?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
How
Like, he's going down. He's so
determined?
serious, too.
The specific documentation I would have to talk to
He's been waiting his entire life to say this.
Gina Skiff about.
Gotcha. Okay. So,
And glad it was Milf who conducted that questioning. Is that people have been physically harmed by efforts to cover up extraterrestrial. I mean, it's like Men in Black. Come on now. You know what I mean? Everybody like seen the videos, Men in Black popping up. You know what I'm saying? Fucking at scenes. You know what I'm saying? That's some real shit. He's asked to come out with more information and shit, but he's fearing for his life at this point. You know what I mean? I bet he's grabbed the house phone and he uses that click right before he starts talking to someone on the phone. You know what I mean? Like, people are watching. You know, I mean, while this story is fascinating, it's definitely fascinating. A lot, and I mean a lot of people don't give a motherfuck. I mean, you had Lena the Plug getting plowed down by BBC first off, so that kind of overshadowed it. It's kind of at the same time, when there's someone down, you know what I mean? But you got the ultimate cuck story from a famous influencer, and then you have this. I think more people are interested in the cuck shit too. But also another thing, let's take a step back, okay? This is an article called "The Public Response to UFOs." Here's why. Nobody has time or energy, so aliens have the weight. So enthusiasts are struggling to understand, why the fuck doesn't anybody give a fuck? It's cool, the evidence, turn over to the officials, blah, blah, blah. People, they want to know, right? That's what this is saying, but people have way bigger fucking problems. And there is bigger problems in the government too, like Ukraine being sent all this fucking money. And like, what I'm saying? The SNAP benefits have just like went downhill. You know what I mean? There's people on food stamps can barely get food. You know what I mean? RFK Jr. said in that is like fucking people with SNAP benefits have like decreased exponentially, or like a very large percent. Nobody really gives a fuck. Nobody wants to talk about this shit because they're too busy making pennies. You know what I mean? Like, it's interesting, but all of Earth's problems, they're all like, as this article says, they're man-made. And we gotta, what I'm saying, look in ourselves real quick and say like, how can we fix this? How can we do it? Because there's like a lot of shit going on in the fucking world that is fucked. And like going to Mars, who the fuck gives a fuck about Mars? Like, really? Mars? You know what I mean? Like, who gives a fuck? When, you know what I mean, people are getting shot in the street over fucking like $20, you know what I mean? Fucking people are like going on strike. A lot of people are going on strike, man, too. It's like, what's going on here? Like, really? Do I really give a fuck about aliens? I care, right? But it got old real quick. And when you're in a work setting, you fucking talk to people about it. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, really, oh yeah, that's wild, bro. You know what I mean? Pass me that piece of equipment so I can, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, who gives a motherfucker? If this were like the fucking 60s, people would be like, oh my god, are we gonna meet aliens on Mars? On the moon? And are they gonna pop up on my satellite and say what's up? Because, shit was a little bit better back then, but in every era, everything's a little fucked, you know what I mean? Another thing too, it's like how many Americans live in paycheck to paycheck. Let's look at this article right here. There's a large percentage. Oh my god, fuck all these fucking credit card debt, fucking people. Yeah, here we go. 64 Americans living paycheck to paycheck, according to survey. Come on, I bet the people that took that survey got paid for it because they needed more money. So let's take a step back and just kind of realize, like, there's bigger problems in the world. I love conspiracy theories. I'll never not love them. But, it makes sense why people don't care that much about UFOs. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. Nobody really gives a fuck. And it's sad to see because, the world does deserve truth, and the world does deserve to advance its knowledge and advance its science, but people don't want to do that. People are too stuck in, finding the right job, you know what I mean? Not having proper funding to get food or stuff like that from the government, you know what I mean? Having to pay taxes for shit that they don't need. Knowing that their taxes are going to fucking some random country's proxy war, and it's definitely a disappointment in terms of like today's modern politics, like where everything is gone. And the only thing that you can do is like look inside yourself and your environment and just fucking like figure out what you can do to be a better person, you know what I mean, to yourself and those around you. But yeah, that's all I got for today's small little podcast. Just a small solo episode, bowling, shooting the shits, talking about this, that, and the third. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to Pollute Your Soul. We're going to be doing more podcast interviews and stuff like that. We're going to also be doing some more movie reviews. I'm going to be having a friend on the show. We're just going to keep talking about some funny ass movies we've been seeing, and also serious movies. We're going to be doing an Oppenheimer review soon, Mission Impossible 7 review soon, and when it comes to funny movies, I'm talking about Barbie. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be doing a review to that soon, and be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and peace the fuck out.